Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Megan and I homeschool my 6 kids. Well, I homeschool 4 of them. 2 are not quite old enough yet. I have a 5th grader, a 3rd grader, a 1st grader, and a kindergartner, then the 3-year-old and the 1-year-old. So I do some like tot school type stuff with my 3-year-old, which I actually have a video coming up on that. So if you are not subscribed, make sure you push that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know anytime new videos come out. But today's video is actually going to be just an update on where we are 1 month into our homeschool year. So we have been homeschooling for 6 official years, really more like 7 because we did do pre-K with my oldest. So I'm going to give you a little update on where we are in our first month of homeschooling. So you may be thinking, a month in already, when did you start? So if you don't know, we are year-round homeschoolers, and what that means and why we do it is because we start our homeschool year basically in the really hot part of summer when we don't really want to be outside in the middle of the day anyway because it's sweltering here in Tennessee. The humidity, the struggle is real, you guys. So we start as soon as we can in midsummer, and then we go all the way. We just keep going. And the reason that we do that is because, especially with our large family, it helps out a lot, you know, with so many little ones and so many other kids. It's just kind of nice to be able to, when we need to take that mental break, we can. And if we have a doctor's appointment or somebody gets sick or whatever, it gives us the flexibility to move and change our schedule when we need to, but also to take vacations or anything like that. So that's kind of why we do the year-round homeschooling. And so there's a little backstory there. Now to jump in, we did start our homeschool year July 15th. I believe that's the right date. I think it was July 15th. That's when we started. All right, so the first change that I'm going to talk about is curriculum changes. Okay, if you haven't seen my curriculum choices videos, I will link those down below. There are several subjects that we do together as a family. So I did 2 separate videos about family curriculum choices, and then I did videos for individual age group choices. So like math and reading and all that jazz. So those are separate videos. So I will link that down below if you want to check those out. But I'm going to start with the biggest changes, which is with my 5th grader, Tanner. The main language arts that I chose for him was language lessons from a living education for master books, level 5. So I do not have a problem with that curriculum. I just want to put that out there. If you are new to homeschooling, just to explain, there's nothing wrong with that curriculum. However, the beauty of homeschooling is finding a curriculum that really fits your children. And that curriculum just did not fit my oldest son. He is a very bookish kind of kid. He loves to read. He likes challenges. He likes to diagram sentences. Yeah. So he likes to kind of go over multiple things in a lesson rather than focusing on 1 or 2 concepts. So when we did like the first lesson in language lessons for a living education, and he really was just not really interested. It took him about 5 minutes to finish, and he was just kind of like, okay, is that it? And then I had him read, and then it was just kind of like, he could be doing more right now. So the other thing that we chose, or that I chose to go along with that, was first language lessons. And so he could continue to do that sentence diagramming part and just kind of those extra things. I just wanted something that would fit everything and would really just hook him and that he would really enjoy doing. And so I changed his curriculum. So do you ever in life have those moments where you know deep down inside that you're supposed to make a certain choice about something, and for some reason you just don't make that choice, and then you come back around to it and it's one of those, should have made this choice the first time. Yeah, that's what happened with his curriculum. So I have known for a long time, I have been very interested in trying the language arts from The Good and the Beautiful. Oh, that's upside down. I have a track record of turning things upside down on camera. Anyway, so, yeah, I have been thinking about and looking at this curriculum over and over again. But I'll be honest with you guys, and it's a dumb reason to not even try it. The reason that we haven't tried it yet is because I was just like, I just want to make sure that it's not just like a trend. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just being honest. I was just like, I just want to make sure that it's really right. And I don't know why I didn't just try it. It's free on their website, you guys. So you can print it all for free. Anyway, so why did I wait so long? Now I know this is the absolute, I feel like it is the perfect fit for him. So we are almost 2 weeks in to this curriculum now, and he is loving it, like absolutely loving it. He will go and get his creative companion book and do it on his own. He loves the handwriting because I also got him one of the handwriting books. He will go and get this on his own. Like, it is not a struggle at all. He loves the challenge of the challenging word list that he gets to read at the beginning. He loves the reading that's in there, just every part of it. He's just really, really enjoying. And so that has been a huge change for us, because it's just chucking one whole curriculum and moving on to a new one. So we are super excited about switching to the language arts. I did start him at level 4. I could have at level 5. I did the assessment. I could have at level 5. But to be honest with you, because we are new to the Good and the Beautiful, and it is kind of moving into that upper level, I just wanted to make sure there were no gaps in anything that could have been taught earlier in their curriculum versus where it was taught in what we did previously. So previously last year he did junior analytical grammar. So if you're familiar with that at all, or even if you're not, it's really intense. Basically, it's all sentence diagramming. And by the end of it, it gets really complex. So that's what he's used to. So he is really, really liking this because it literally combines everything language arts wise. So the sentence diagramming and the reading and, just all the things. So super excited about that. So the next change in curriculum is actually with math, with mainly Asher. So Asher is my 3rd grader, and we have been using Christian Light Education math with him, and I actually really like it. However, I wanted to give him something that made him feel, I don't know, something that was fun, something that just, I don't know, it fits his personality to use this math. But we actually made the switch to teaching textbooks. So at first, I was just going to try it out. I signed up for the free trial, and then thank you, Teaching Textbooks, for contacting me. They asked if we would like to try their curriculum, and I was like, yes, that would be amazing, because I just signed up for a free trial for my 3rd grader. So they actually were so kind to let us use that. And so Asher is now using Teaching Textbooks, and it's going well. He really enjoys it, and he usually does 2 lessons a day just because he's excited about it. We'll see if that excitement continues. I think it will, though. So the other part of that is stay tuned to my channel, because I will be sharing more reviews and ideas about teaching textbooks, especially once they roll out this new 4.0 version that they're rolling out. There's a lot of really great changes, and so we'll get to preview that and share that with you guys. Tanner is actually doing some teaching textbooks. So he, my 5th grader, again, going back to him, so he is actually a Saxon guy. He does Saxon math, and he really enjoys it. And I really like him using Saxon. I think that's what we've always had the plan to transition into once they get to upper level math. And so I told him, I was like, I really want you to continue with your Saxon math. But he is doing teaching textbooks as like enrichment. So in his mind, it's like a game, because it's fun. Teaching textbooks it makes math fun. So he does his Saxon, and then he's like, can I do my teaching textbooks now? And so he and Asher just sit side by side on computers and do teaching textbooks. So, okay, if you want to do extra math, I am A-okay with that, buddy. So Tanner is doing that as well. So that is the change in math curriculum. So we have tried different sciences through the years, and it's not that I don't like any of them. I just have been wanting to find a science that I love, and I feel like we have found it. So we are doing God's Design for Life from Master Books. So last year we did the Good and the Beautiful science units. My oldest did Apologia the year before that, and I like Apologia and I like the units from the Good and the Beautiful, but I don't love them for us. I want to find something that works well for our whole family, that's easy to extend for my older ones or bring down to a younger level for my younger ones. And God's Design for Life has been wonderful for that. I am so excited about this science. And as we get further into it, I will continue to share with you guys my thoughts on it, but I'm loving it. So the reason that I like it is because it's covering plant science, animal science, and the human body. So biology, zoology, and botany is basically what we're going to be covering this year. So it is kind of that unit study idea, but it's more cohesive. So that was my drawback with the Good and the Beautiful, is I liked them, but I wanted them to connect. Does that make sense? I don't really know how to explain. It just didn't jive with us completely. Basically, if you're not real familiar with this science, it is from Master Books, but it is adapted from the Answers in Genesis curriculum. So it's like they took those 3 units from Answers in Genesis and adapted them and smushed them together to make this science, this year-long science. So we are loving it so far. Like I said, I'll keep you updated and let you know if I still feel the same way as the school year goes on. I think we will. And I think this will be science that we stick with for a long time. All right, so the next thing I'm going to update you on is, okay, so for our history, we chose America's Story 1. I can't really give much of a review on that one so far because I'm actually teaching that at our co-op, and today was our first day back to co-op, so it was really our first day actually using it in like learning together. So I will have to update you on that one later. I can go ahead and tell you, if you didn't catch that curriculum video, I did share that I pulled some different read alouds to go along with that. And also, we are a huge fan of Story of the World, and I didn't want to leave Story of the World behind because we love it so much. So I did get volume 3 of Story of the World, and we are using it in our morning basket as a read aloud to go along with the different events and time periods as we learn about them in America's Story 1. So that is just, we love history and we love reading aloud, and so I just decided to keep it because we love Story of the World. And I did buy the activity guide to go with it, so they have the coloring pages and things like that they do while I read it during our read aloud time during Morning Basket. And if you're ever curious about Morning Basket, I'll drop a link to that below as well. I did do a video recently that was part of a collab with a bunch of other mamas, where I shared just how we use our morning basket and what was in it for that time, the time when I took the video, because I've already actually switched out some of the stuff that's in our morning basket. I will be trying to share each month what our morning basket is. So make sure you're subscribed. I would love for you to subscribe and hit that bell so you know when there are new videos out. So going back to the good and the beautiful, so my younger two, so Marcus is first grade, Sophia is kindergarten, but they are doing the same work together. So Sophia is really doing the first grade stuff with Marcus. So they are finishing up the tail end of their foundations phonics, and my original plan was to transition into language lessons for a living education level 1, and I may still do that with Marcus. However, I might be moving Sophia into the good and the beautiful, but I haven't completely decided yet. So I will update you guys on that in next month's video and let you know what I decided to do. But that could possibly be coming down the pike. Like I said, I'm not completely sure. To help make that decision along with our foundations phonics, I did go ahead and purchase and print out the primer supplement that the Good and the Beautiful has, and so Sophia and Marcus have been working through that as well along with their foundations phonics, and just to kind of get a little taste of what the Good and the Beautiful is like. I know there's more to it than what's in that supplement, but it does give us kind of an idea of how things go, and Sophia loves it. So that is why I'm thinking that I may do that with her. And they really they've been fine doing stuff together, but they really kind of like doing their own thing with me. So that's kind of why, I don't know. And again, choosing curriculum that fits each child. And so, yeah. So we'll see. We'll kind of move in whatever direction after we finish the foundations phonics. And like I said, I'll keep you guys updated. But that is some updates in our homeschool craziness, I know. And like I mentioned, we did start back to our co-op this year. We weren't sure at first if we were going to get to do co-op this year. We did decide to only go back for half a day. And I think that has been an excellent decision for our family, just because we do have two little ones that still nap, and co-op days can be really hard, really long. I get tired. I need a nap after. The half day at co-op, I think, is going to be a really good thing for our family. So my kids are only taking 3 classes there. They're taking some fun things. One of them is taking cooking, and then we're doing the U.S. history class I'm teaching, Spanish, and Tanner's taking a really cool class, a virtue training Bible class. And so I've already looked through some of his stuff from the first day, and it's really neat. Just lots of fun things, and we were really excited to get back and see friends today and just kind of get back to normal. Yeah, as normal as it can be, right? So that is an update for us. So I hope that you all and your families are doing well. I hope your school year is off to a great start, or will be off to a great start if you haven't started yet. So thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me and listening to my update and me just chat around. And like I said, hope you're doing well. If we can pray for you about anything, please feel free to message me either on Instagram, or you can find my email down in the description below. And I hope to see you guys on future videos. Thanks so much, and see you later.